Hi there. In this video, we're going to talk about sexual dysfunction and reproductive health. This is a pretty big issue for people these days, and it's getting younger and younger and younger all the time as a result of our posture, sitting in front of computers. Ultimately, what we need for everything is positive blood flow. And when we sit in front of computers all day and we don't stand in proper alignment, we create all of these adhesions and compression in this area, and that blocks blood flow. That can prevent the ability to have a healthy sex life, and it can also prevent your ability from getting pregnant. So this is going to be really important in understanding what we need to do to rectify the situation. So the very first thing is we want to show you a position that you can do in the lower belly that is going to help to melt through those adhesions that have been created from incorrect posture over time.
All right. So this is just a little bit lower than the typical belly position, so just above the pubic bone, and the rolled up towel works very, very well. So we're just gonna have this positioned horizontal to the mat, and nice and slowly bring yourself to the rolled up towel, or if you have a block, you can 100% of course use the block. And this will also help just calm your system down, take some stress, some anxiety away so that you can be more present and in the moment.
And what's really good to do here is to focus on inhaling into the prop. When we generally start any position in block therapy, we start in the belly button position. This is a little bit lower, but we want to integrate these lower abdominal muscles into this action to really strengthen this area. That in itself is going to help melt through the adhesions. And right now we're basically right on top of the organs of reproduction. So by spending time in here, we're going to get that blood flowing so that we can melt through that scar tissue and make blood and oxygen flow as optimal as possible.
And this rolled up towel gets pretty deep.
Yeah, this is one of those positions this is really, really nice for.
Yeah.
Yeah, so of course we always want to spend a minimum of 3 minutes in each position because we can't rush melting. And right now we're talking about the base of the core. So gravity is constantly pulling us down and compressing. So this is going to be one of the densest areas in the body. And the whole goal here is that we create softness and space for flow. So if it feels good to stay here 10, 15 minutes, that's totally fine. The rule of thumb, as long as you're breathing in a relaxed way, you will be feeding and healing the tissue. If it hurts so much it takes that relaxed breath away, that's your body saying too intense and it's time to come off. Do you have anything else to share in this position, Quinn?
No, I think, again, even before you need to perform, I'll just say it, this is a great position to do just to help improve and stimulate the flow, but to also calm the nervous system down. So that's all I really have to share. This position gets really deep. You can do the belly position to start and then just bring it a few inches lower to target this area, and that's going to help significantly.
Yep, and then let's have you come up now, and then let's discuss proper alignment so that when we are sitting and standing, we aren't continuing to compress, causing those problems again. So I'm going to get you to stand up. And just stand unconsciously in some way, because we all have our own way that we stand when we're not thinking about it. This is a really, really common posture that I see of the younger generations today because you're on your phone so much. So as soon as we turn our feet out like a duck, we are literally shortening this area at the hip flexor. That's one of the actions of the hip flexors, is to stand like a duck. So when you stand this way, you are directly creating a barrier to blood flow there. So that's one thing that you should know. So what we want to do is we want to stand properly. We want to have the feet directly under the hip joints. And you know what, Quinn, I'm even going to grab this and put that as high as you can between the thighs, even the other way maybe.
Oh, I can't do that.
You can't do that?
Okay, maybe I can do that.
I think you can do that.
I can do that.
Yeah, so whatever it is that you have, if it's a book or something, this is a really good way to, again, just create some heat in the upper thigh area to create a release of those adhesions there.
100%.
It helps us align. We want to have the feet straight ahead. We want to have the knees slightly bent. We want to have the kneecaps over the second toe, and we want to connect to the root. What you'll notice, especially if you are struggling with issues with reproductive health or sexual dysfunction, is the pelvis ends up rotating forward, and that is creating a huge block to blood flow here. So when we root, the pubic bone moves more forward, everything is more properly aligned, and that again supports proper blood and oxygen flow to cells. So doing this is important, and when you're not doing this on purpose, standing this way all the time is going to make a big difference. As soon as you shift your alignment, you're creating barricades to blood and oxygen flow, and that's ultimately the issue that we're dealing with here.
Right. Perfect.
Similarly, when you're sitting, we also want to make sure that we have balance in our sit bones, whether you're on a floor or on a chair. You want to keep balanced in both sides of the body so that we don't fall over and create that compression and that pulling of the body down, which is going to add more blockages in the fascia.
Perfect. All right, so hope you found this video helpful. Again, that position works very, very well. So assess your alignment, get into that position, then reassess your alignment and start to strengthen that, because again, it's all connected. We're all connected through the fascia system. We need to bring all of these different actions into our awareness. So other than that, that's everything we have to share for now. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps. And then subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the bell if you want to get notified every time we upload a new video. We'll see you soon.